Crusader Angels are a hidden second founding which appeared shortly after the creation of the Codex Astartes by Rabute Gilliman. Their history before becoming a part of the second founding is one that has often put the Crusader Angels on a thin line between loyalist and traitor, even between their own successor cousins and their parent chapter. They were originally a legionary company under Luther's command after the Lion and his half of the Dark Angels headed for Terra to help out the loyalist forces in the final battle. Named the 217th Crusaders under the command named by Captain Maxius, they were the only company as far who knew they were not being corrupted or manipulated by Luther when Caliban was turning to control to chaos. Their cost of being the only ones pure of corruption caused nearly all of its librarians in this company to fall that were originally members of tactical squads after the Edict of Nicaea. During the battle that was happening on Caliban, Captain Maxius led his entire company to battle their way to the Imperial docks, where they commandeered a battle cruiser. Upon launching the ship out of gravitational pull of the planet, they quickly went to warp jump to a nearby star system and left before they could be tracked down. Their armour has slightly changed, but shares some similarities to their Dark Angel cousins, but wearing a slightly lighter shade of green and wearing a darker gold on their aquila, as well as wearing either grey sleeves or gloves as a reminder to all members of the chapter that they fight a battle for not only the Imperium, but of their own survival to remain loyal to the Emperor and to the Lion. The current and past chapter masters wear the helmet, sword and iron halo worn by Maxius, which holds special properties, some rumoured to have been given to Maxius from the Lion himself, though records of such time is not available. The Deathwing and Ravenwing companies are within the chapter, but both wear the same colour scheme and pattern as the rest of the chapter, to signify Legion coherence. Due to the major losses of librarians in Caliban during the heresy, the chapter doesn't have a full staff of librarians at their disposal as of M41, reserving them only for the chapter master and the chief librarian under most circumstances. Their history ever since the Horus heresy has grown their numbers to full chapter strength, and are still to be in the full numbers minus the limited numbers in librarians. Although they carry the reminder that they were part of Luther's command in the heresy by their cousins, their hatred for the fallen is just as zealous as other chapters successing from the Dark Angels Legion. They have from a fleet-based chapter to having a fortress monastery in a hive world called Remembrance, located within the Segmentum Obscura. There have been many attempts of Chaos to try and wipe out the chapter, either by full-on attacking them in the warp and to destroy their Geller fields, bringing in waves of demonic forces, to leading them astray in times of imperial need, though the attempts at doing so have declined over the millennia. The chapter does get mistaken for the Dark Angels chapter, given their similar colour scheme and use of plasma weaponry as a chapter preference and similar iconography, but the silver on the arm vambraces is a note on their history, that in the end, loyalty to the Imperium, even when tested by chaotic influence and by their own brothers, has its own reward.